de median she fridge obo onso a or the aduane she fridge ma o ma no en otimi na osa de ahye na ka say wo no utuma emu ntimi enframa fam na ka say no temperature na ye pese enya ba ni na mu no ensho ye property electronics ye bibia ye papa but what say koto papa prekon ha ni na ye di ho komo
na enframa kra fam e be mo bacteria kra do na sa akoka ebi enframa no kra
so mo be bia so mo wom kra no be nya how be pa try enti ye de ne say fe aduane ni she fridge but any quite says sakofa a how every accommodate because your property electronics yes so accommodate here
and more question back gravy tomato stew you only pa bebrad asama make you bi mo bedi nim bedi and so the chef fridge man na di nature ade be che no be kwa akofa aduane minim say bia container na test no asesa so when say you I say test na wano di nature uti totally different.
And no base my so many factors.
Okay.
There are times a fair big cross contamination. And po we aduane no kra no, nyeme bi wo ha bia wo transfer koye when hu. Nti na kra na contaminated kra wo. Form ho ansa na odi ko rem. Patcho ase ase aha. And obo nso a ebian frama ko aduane nim. Me see use airtight containers. Ade a wo di ne tibua so amframa nya de intimi kom. Cause ni na ya ade betimi a change the odor and asset texture and the flavor of aduane no.
Okay.
It's na me say menstru. Ye wo ba ye be church or stand ye me na wuto wi a ye side no so be ka ho
me who be da me ti be da me share be da property yeah
electronics
for Tony sack ne property and fa baby because me who be do health education e na be nya no hwe which is can waje yeah that was a many thanks nyankopon boa you say next week e be say Monday
pasha
and a Thursday so
pasha
yeah that's a pa ko to pray you what no my idea Erica Che don pre a nutritionist so we adwuma konfanoche sanso e Tony sack any property electronics yeah that's a pa na yeah kai was a cast mountain zori school say open baby do banako school yes safe security environment serene komi bibia ya kama cast mountain zori school wo asante bekwai Jeffrey Crest ekosi junior high school crèche ekosi junior high school boarding day obada boarding na e pa cho ho no no nyasam ketwa ho papa na wo abrochira betumi do bana ba safe wani ni wachi ubi wabusuani mponi kumase ha betumi do bana ba ombe hwe no ache no kwa faso kasa bobra na omoka French say ko na brofo de ene donko de robotics any artificial intelligence ni atwetwe life omo playground no so no magu ho no nyasam otowa kra Cast Mountain Zori School asante bekwai afei so so ope teachers ope wo mo menu aduane caterers and ope cleaners so no de obenya baby ada na wo se so oba no on na hokra no obekwa boy people a cars na ode wo mbekọ no enye okulampe enye titile eye cars ho de na air conditioners ewo mo yemfrey 0244 849378 0244 9378 0244849378 and 0531 250 689 0531 250 689 face 0531 250 698 0531 0531 250 698 was so share oya investors ebia we sika bi eda ho 100,000 200,000 now person we invest ebia we throw risk so we bakwa invest na bia scanner here o se fabra school na established that na mo cha faso no nti koye investor ho ebeboa wo pa Cast Mountain Zori ewo asante bekwaye yeda mo asepa ye ko na Erica wa haidi ne nka me wated bit kakra ye na me say e de na wo se de papa ye fridge ye de detergent na ye de ne obi vinegar na mactun ba bi da na de na wo se de pepa ma ebeboa yeah
pepa so beti detergent na baking soda kakra bia na enka kakra ebia e wo fridge nim anase vinegar ni na betimi e dia clean him ade ba kon so me refi ne time I dey ejuma pa cho ejuma from Mondays to Saturdays from 7 a.m. to 6 p.m.
okay tia no ba the so ma ba ko si ejumre nti obaba unye late and I see muntam so a unru ntam dodo nyina obaba bafroka bedu na bibia e de da na kwempepe pe ye da se pa ye change over me move over Kwesi Park I will say me take over or the crossover or the OBT agenda in a desafia no de ba me ma blessing ayama wo bokwa deeper life onyankopon ensure sanso na meko enkawe to ase a Pastor Ankra ene mama Vero Pastor Ankra ne mama Vero ma wo fodroso Pastor Ankra ne mama Vero deeper life ho nyankopon nhira mo pa eda mo ase within the PSC lady Domino's Vobiscom Encantadios adios yebeshia
the bar Oyerepa TV so na yebeda mwase say mufidie no eda so eda ha bedin edi Kwesi Parker Wilson and there's Thursday morning the 4th of September 2025 now we be the OBT agenda, that is Oyerepa breakfast agenda. We call Facebook app Oyerepa TV on Facebook, like a page, you know, for comment go by kind of the amount and the other place. And I see a phone lines now. Then they join the conversation with us. So now this morning, we are still going to focus on Akua by-election. Now there is a twist to it. NPP4 say, I'm going to hear what they call legal review because there's been some infractions. Because infractions are and no be am koye e wo Akua by-election mu ntino omo mpeni for hwehwen krata nim bebi bia no man koye no the election be court omo dika ana we yabu mawie ntino yemfa nsi wa na mba bia emfa yenkwa na saa ana mo hwehwen krata nim na afem mfa election no court well and I don't pay for the transit that they don't become more some. Then the chief just there in it, you know, and command cost so now and I don't pay me no case. There's a petition. I will John Mahama office, the president. Say one share a year Jin Mensa and then deputy from now people are raising some concerns about say chief justice be Jin Mensa's work one and I don't pay will box the two conversation this morning. It's a kind of command bed there. Now, before that, there's a petition before me. Petition no every a year a branch bia Oba Minshia South ebe contested NPP parliamentary primaries nibi. Nidin de Kwabena Ado Amankwa. Na opese National Council of the NPP no. A chin na bi aso. On in every or na be yeah within the time on of contesting. Hopefully say he breached a year the due process any interference. In fact, we'll surely get him nothing in the come but member for 2024. That was last year. I was invited to a meeting at the private residence of national organizer, that is Henry Nana Boache. During this meeting, he disclosed his support for the vice presidential candidacy of my opponent in the parliamentary primaries against Honorable Dr. Brian Champon and Honorable Dr. Yao. Or say Edichum. No, can I say a yes, our time, you know. Now we're contesting a po. Now, on no be in catch and say, na po in the church so na po koye a year running mate to Dr. Bawumia. Now, we share a year by na champion and a dichum be no contest yum. That didn't also no contesting up. A yes, I and pay. He further stated that since none of the other potential presidential aspirants had opponents in the constituencies, I should withdraw from contesting the parliamentary primaries in order to increase my opponent's chances of securing nominations as vice president. This instruction constitutes direct interference in a parliamentary primary with the clear intention of manipulating outcomes to favor one candidate. No can say, "Nyana be ye no na interference." They say, "Oh no, we send the beya na pobit onon kwa biti on kontin kro win election about onya any opponent bia." Now, I see grievance. The actions of the national organizer are inconsistent with his duties under the constitution of the NPP. And amount to one, conflict of interest, by taking sides in the parliamentary primaries to advance a preferred vice presidential outcome. The national organizer abandoned neutrality and compromised the integrity of the process. I say, then I be when you're fair, neutrality no when you're neutral, then you see, you know, or compromise a year election number, you know. There's one second kind, and whenever be unquay. Abuse of office by pressuring me to step aside he exceeded the lawful merit of his office, which is to organize, not manipulate party elections. They are all kind of said that be under pressure to own free a year rates in them. So free. Now, violation of party ethics. And disillusions the grassroots. It accelerates what many describe as the deterioration of the soul and values of the NPP. It's in the reliefs that always seeking, say, a year National Council for the year, say, direct Henry Nana Boachi Nana B to resign or recuse himself from any role in the conduct and supervision of the ongoing presidential primaries. Or Nana B near all ye be no National Council can say on step aside from a year presidential primaries because we be bia or not be also ye be for side no be so to me dan change. Investigate his conduct regarding interference in internal elections, establishing a clear precedent against future breaches, and force strict adherence to constitutional provisions and the party's code of conduct, ensuring that all officers maintain neutrality in internal contest, reaffirm the party's commitment to fairness, transparency, transparency and democracy, thereby restoring the confidence of members and the grassroots. Conclusion: the NPP was founded on the principles of freedom, fairness, and justice. To preserve these values and safeguard the party's integrity, it is imperative that decisive action is taken. The national organizers' conduct has compromised neutrality and created a conflict of interest that threatens the credibility of our primaries. For the NPP to heal and for the soul of the party to be restored, the National Council must act now. Kwabena Ado Amankwa, former Minsha South parliamentary aspirant. I'm saying Opapa Krana a MP or at some point. Opapa MP or Minsha South. I think the early days of our democracy. Kwabena Ado Amankwa. And see, Anopay, Menno Bedin Komo Kitu Evi. Na Sinian Yava. Sinian Dimasha Kwabana.
Yeah, Raboga. Oh,
Sinian Navia Korea.
Everybody had no pipe, but more my favorite, my crab read it. Now, you say, Uncle Yedi, I said, I'm quite near the Matradian point here in Adaro Mantina, Yimiesa. And then I say, I'm happy, say, Metis were about your Naka and Menu Bishia. We are the candidate.
Yeah, but James for and then penny from no bedding come and Abbey. And I'm happy seeing Andy is because only when it comes to the internal integrities of a NPP, or no, or a lot of a deep insight, or NPP. There is also a lot of deep insight because on your name, but only deep insight. Oh, yeah, MPP. It's in the boy. I'm yet to be say quickly. So, only come out of I've been saying, I can't say
a parliamentary candidate.
Exactly. No, Udim no. Young man, this
I sound.
Yeah, I stand. Good. I know the petition about said and I be yes suspended or not, or the do baby abba. In fact, all US here, Anna connected with him on Zoom just to understand in some knock cano. And the Ocean International Council no ebe. But unfortunately, my producer tells me that on connecting, you need to comment draw your bookino. I also connected and you need comment. But unfortunately, it hasn't been on the line. You know, we'll make progress. Now, Jacob, doc, utie petition I become one some no. Any quick comment on that?
The American now say Kwabena minimum pa.
Udim Kwabena pa.
Yeah,
okay.
Minimum pa.
Great.
It's unfortunate say sa petition if free the whole neighbor.
Oh, it's unfortunate.
Yeah, it's unfortunate for me.
If free the eba.
Yeah, because She on say unu bi di kokwa mu nkomo a.
Okay. Do facha me. I'm so about man so. About man so. Kwabena, but you want to hello? I'm saying we won't have but. Hello, Kwabena.
But you want to make a.
Meton kapa, Kwabena, meton. Can I say?
Yes, what the moment and I swear.
Me Oyerepa. Now, about you want to say? USA what you saying?
Nyame adom kakra. Nyame think from idea. That's the most important thing. But make sure only about your phone. I mean, you are more panel. So make sure when you are
right.
Yeah.
Kwabena, yensa competition bi a ewo wudi mu. Na we dey Ghana for any asanteman pese omutie. What happen saying? Then they see they pese eti free wo.
Yeah, Paka, the kind, make sure I know about your phone again, mine, especially, or to also, or two for, me body again, Mamma so. Now, the time send a petition in my National Council and say, to say, you know, I strongly believe that the soul of the party, you know, is been broken. But the party now come upon and in the soul, you know. A wreaking just a bubu so at here. Into see per se your restructure and your rebuild the party now. As you call the fire by your queen cheap near the fundamental principles or your party the the party no party NPP party the FAPM. What I say. Into say one who the FAPM no one who a piano what means solve a problem? Obokwa we try we better be CBC na. Na sebi me nua na bi me were a lot of respect for him. What I said I'm to sebi CDC table me donipa me tanipa. Na timer and same way in SC, you know, it's your parliamentary primaries na happen.
No, so but say your cost specifics, you know. Ghana for person muti somebody just join. In December, the CC year, Ghana for person specifics.
Yeah, and some may see and say, now me contested Menchia South parliamentary primaries, no, now me contested me. Na me opinion, Dr. Matupuku Pamson, now me contested and enemy me about later on or no joining. But proud to say me contested no. No matter think come be brave. So my mafia, yeah, then they be brave. Na opinion be a no mood to pass. Say be one sempa. I know a very powerful Ghana. Na be sending a text message. My opinion is sending mommy text message in pa. Na me cast my sending my ba sending mom. Says me contest it. Na pa o make sure say it doesn't happen. And Parker. So we can send this same way our message more. It can mean a whole lot of things in politics. So what I say, politics is say young to be send this message in will be a very critical. I say initial sound pakona ya send it against one will be taking it lightly. But in and I make me be and I'm very meticulous. And I be making sure some of the documentation to her. I gave him the benefit of the doubt. Say, okay, ya send ya mami ba meshe primaries na de besi. Enti primaries no you converting here, you say omo me opinion won to me. That was the first time he share one to me. But na be kwale na me no tech or bad tech law school, na mo final year in business school or tech. But I knew him. But to me, that was the first time I looked at the Kasaya Michiano. Very tennis or more year, never be brave. A Honda Kwesi and Sobekaya and Sembe.
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah. And team, maybe better say to keep it 2 hours because Vertino, and there were about 50 people behind me, including me supporters and other opponents and supporters. They even offered me money in front of people. And it's supposed to be a private AE, but the integrity of your party, no.
What's your mousika? They offered you money.
No. Yeah, I'm can't send me brave. Veteran, someone is here with some or near with some and Papa Biao. But I'm found on Twin Chan, cook case in the park.
Case with you.
But then now I'm recovered or meant me and disqualify me because everything that they asked for, I provided. And there's some way and say, now the big catching some friend. We can have a number that day, and I'm a number. To my friend, no say, Millennium Plaza, Asqua. This was on the 4th of January, 2024, if I'm being correct. And at the time, it was in the evening, around there, 9:20. Initially, number two, I don't know if I may about my picking number 2. But I said, I'm going to say, okay, what pick it, but men found control, yes, what pick it because you guys will provide it and in his times, nobody want to make casa, what I said now, on my metrosan. But I strongly believe in the core principle of the party, which is democracy. So what I say, NPP, we are young. That's what
what's your friend say? Okay.
It's your friend. In fact, me no be no koye. Me no offer be pa. I'm a friend no. I'm a donor. I'm an influence also donor. Because na me kwa me no say me kwa ain't possible. Because this is the case, and Pakona sending messages. I'm obi say or make sure say me contest me opponent now. It doesn't happen. Intimate say me kwa, and especially anajosano. I have to be very careful. It's me name of a minokoye, me name of a beer, me bunopa, I'm a genity. I can trust him with my life. Me name the koye, it's meeting a name and son. It's meeting me and son. It was a 47 minutes conversation you have it, and I have documentation and records. Maybe I have documentation. I can timeline the conversation. Be a send a can or be a meet me. I provided proof. Until Hono catcher me say Brian Champo, and they do chum, enemy opponent, or mona VP to say I see almost. Ain't or no dear. Said the Bay many bebe nyam elwo, me opponent in it, Come in train sign because Brian a do chum or be uncontested. And in fact, me no meaning that say or try so baby bisa I'm my opponent, but I was shocked. Because here is the case that the national organizer of the party, you're supposed to be the referee. I'm a deuce, even the funds I'm picking $6,000 and then you chiauka. So as I said, 2 years now I said, for me, no bunukasia. And I do so and I represent a lot of people in Ashton for that matter in Menchia South. A lot of young people are who have aspirations. Into cancer, I was shocked, said BBC friend and mobile. It's me share more and I'm more for social media. I was shocked. And see, of course, I'm so, and no dear, young. I'm looking into the future. At least the mood to send me the brain. Why minister? Why MP for so many years?
You mean Napona? What can I say?
Yeah, but I have to be about automatic.
Okay.
Enti okacham se se be ya because other you for no pay VP no obi an contest o menti me ne pa no contest ya na ase me hand pa no chances and I'm sure na se nyame nko na me ne pa no contest oba bi so ne contest I don't know the on kan catch so no so ne do ye ne hu aduma it's an adwon ye call back and forth am I crack catch and say de ono ne papa boache mattress wa be shene ni munyam no so na ba afọ akoto Smith na ba for on the NPP NLM ne Nigeria aba NPP no enti e pese yes sabi mesu mehye mo na nani munya so as I say na say and sikem no be pani e be hye ne munya na e enti se do ba hye ne ba pani munya no am so me mama some opportunity mama chance no at least to contest na me so me party me and on your call back and forth so basically he was trying to convince me but me enti ye free meeting in and I mean him say we went me out convince me and at the 1 a.m. Ghana time I'm not Ghana as my making 1 a.m. or test or testing so per documents me the name na man go baby I feel was me voters ID card on JFK kasa na JFK say so bro me voters ID card me to abanye but said you are going to muntino and na me but no crown in our constitution, no, and Mahu Quine said what decided because make my register. I'm legally sounded, I'm of sound mind, and I'm in a criminal history. I mean, filing for bankruptcy. I duly, you know, I qualify, and I mean, you know, I'm above 18. Into the whole canon, it needs to be it's basically on my ultimatum. Say it's either send me a member out about resigning, and I said he'll put it out there, and I'm sure my name more can was it. Now I'll get back to him. This was in the morning. It was a Friday, the 5th of January, if I'm being accurate. Before I knew something more of Abeka Sakwa, when they made the phone to us, me see no on radio, so Asempa any other stations near you. But me the Obi Asempa ho ya.
David Obi dey ha. Na janyam che o dey yanka Obi ho asem. Etu dey kawasem. Etu no Okacheo tell for voters ID card about what they call one fan call then they see here.
Yo, Okacheo say from the voters ID card. But that is me what I said because it's been a while. But preceding to Saveteno, Bibiano, and Kaminya sa evidences, and when you say new meeting, the Pamecas why Bibia finching, would they assuming based on the voter side into where I disqualify my crowd. But Minya sa message, you know, like Bibia so basically in some prime minister, my opponent, you know, to the point say all country powerful people, wealthy people, or more Ghana.
So Kobra Metuasia. You disqualify you from the primaries.
Yes.
You disqualify you.
Or disqualify me from the primaries, but a kind of fast will disqualify me from the primaries, no. Nay a conflict of interest. And what the fast will disqualify me.
It's Adentina, so Ufi said. Adentina, so Ufi said, and Abi. And I don't know other panel members are no more kahun. Almost disqualify you on unfair grounds. One challenge disqualification. Okay, me call appeals committee. I go catch them. Me the documentation here but appeals committee there was a conflict of interest because the chairman of the appeals committee, he was the head of GOIL. GOIL was under the Ministry of Energy. And to be and I went there with my attorney. I said, I don't know, I think that was to the point that the chairman of the appeals committee. I see.
But I said the chairman of the appeal committee, in charge of GOIL.
Right.
GOIL is under the Ministry of Energy.
And
Parker. Isn't it conflict of interest for all these things?
Right, but you see, it's been over a year. As my king, our petition. It's been over a year because we are very coward because over a year. Then they Cynthia Fina, petition National Council say, Omonchuna be a so. And then time they see, one petition National Council.
Yes, so it's still and me call appeals appeals committee
right.
But to be fair and to be honest with you, number some of the court.
Okay.
There are two reasons in the man fan court because meet me and I have every evidence meet me and coming still party my plans and miss and a bit because at that particular point I'm in initial meeting in the text message he acted or no he didn't act as a representative of the party. So I say it can be imagined miss you or no, but there are two reasons in TMSU. Number one, the number one reason TMSU is because I didn't want to interfere in the elections of the country.
Yeah,
because Dr. Bawumia, so far as I know,
you don't want to interfere.
Yeah, I didn't want to interfere in the elections. So I say because the minimum said Dr. Bawumia, he has no knowledge about what happened. Okay. So I say I think it would be unfair. Say me the court, na national organizer, saying what primaries never seen the Braba NPP party, which will automatically affect the elections. So I say me share na me Dr. Bawumia. I'm not being fair to the gentleman. So I say and sometimes And the second part, it was more spiritual for me. Maybe I say,
okay.
You know, sometimes you have to learn how to choose your battles. And to me, he said, at that particular time, Dr. Baumia, first of all, and the elections of Ghana, and I remember me interfere. That was number one. Number two, I chose the spiritual side of it.
It is a Siano. What's the National Council? Them pound on your mouth.
Yeah, to see the intermediate banner said, Sebio. See and my because my family interest me interest on chain. But they say the tipa media banner say me sheni me be a koso. And I'm a shepa me mu a ya na ko me mono. And every how it affects the soul of the party. Because and never know me shepa me need to and sign. And the question is me ye ni han say metna homa say BBC akoso na party no egu ana se party no akon ahonye mu ana and I'm so na ba afọ akoto ni moja no bi ewo me mu. And I will never fear nobody. I have so much respect for people, but me so bia intino me who said this is the right time. Me they meet my yama party no, even if I have to, even if my political career ends today, they meet my yama party no, party never fun to my peripheral, and no me jina ha be say, and I'll make sure that happens. Bacho, I need you more.
What they call National Council, that's so much few because we say initially call appeals commitment few. What they call National Council is a petition, that's so much few. What's them to go then abe?
Yeah, me be the documentation. My imagine say, me send yama US embassy, me send yama UK High Commissioner. And I plan to send it to United Nations Center for Democratic Government. Because if we allow some of these things to happen at Mr. Parker, yes, are not the core mandate and then the core principle, which is the democracy of our country. Near Lucy. So it says, and I know some politics never be very cool, but at some point, to what extent never to us in our custom. It is sometimes, only choice. So it's my wife from Mudia.
So,
like I said.
So, now I can't know. Do I hear you say, sir? Right. Do I hear you say, sir? Nana B7 as a national organizer, threatens the party's unity. Is that what I hear you say?
Oh, no doubt. No doubt, Parker.
Sana Walker. And then someone in free as a national organizer.
In fact, that's what they make a court. Interview, meaning say as professional as you are.
We are trying to reach Nanabi. My producer saying the phone is we are trying to reach Nanabi, but my producer saying the phone is doom. We are trying to reach him, but saying the phone is doom. Nanabi phone. Now, come on, as soon as I say or catch them say, come in, train Sama, M1 opponent in it because when they Brian champion a duchumuno, Obian contest, so Mumusan says, and Yampa. So, can you know the records, but I would have to make things public. And I'm ready. I'm ready. He knows me. I know him from KNU. The Joker say, almost forcing and I've been not resigning as a national organizer.
Well, we share the constitution of our party, and I'm a petition I send the constitution a trade national organizer a Juma way. And it's a trade national organizer and near a breach the code of conduct and abuse of office and conflict of interest. And I stated that and I'm going to make this public because I believe in transparency. It is also so to me not ID card that's a what disqualify me. I met Nemo abide the bucket, eso who said no answer Boba, eso who said, me crying and it's a Casako no resign because they say our interest or more, and at their account cram side and said, Brian, you between or more contested. So as I said, Brian, this is the case last time man contested, but this is the case at this time we are contested. And you as a national organizer now, who organizing elections now, we are referee. Who will interest? It's then the chess or music or mungo tungu. It's me
it's over said I Nanabi Mafia Brian Educhum.
I have to choose my words carefully, but when you say interest. Sana Maker.
The interest is not the bay. The interest no one there not the bay.
Parker, whatever he plans to do with the interest is totally up to him. What I said, but the making answer so interest to ma, and at the same time he cannot be the referee. What is Manchester in a for Bobo? Now referee Akua in every Manchester. I said, Obi and so supporting Manchester. Yes, well, this is obvious. Obi and himself and Obi were interested, and I have I have everything to show. I have documentation. I have text messages, everything to show. What I say, sometimes I see a paper you buy a party. See a rebuild your party. No, near you build it from the start. We need to restructure the party, and it needs to start from the soul of the party.
We saw your petition, and you're the fair wajipen in yakasa, and now pay. What can one say? I mean, this is your version of the story. We were trying to get on a B, but unfortunately, no. The producer seen the phone in doom. We will still try and get him. Na in sakana, the beji feedback no. I know no so better. But also we call UK and US embassy. I could petition your money.
Oh yeah, and to the United Nations because it affected democrats now. You're practicing it for so many years.
I see.
3 decades.
I see.
Yeah, I have to do that for at least for the party and for the country.
Mate. It would have a pay better was. You didn't even get it. In fact, it's a National Council for no acknowledge receipt of your petition and acknowledge.
I send it through email.
Okay.
Into more acknowledge, unfortunately. Into name the paper now, I'm making sure say and then what get the paper never call office.
Okay.
Into say I'm not some in few days in my response, and then I'll proceed to make things public because I believe in transparency. And I'll send it to the UN, the UK, and the US embassy.
Mate. Problem, let us say none of
yes,
it.
Right.
For that is Carbonado Amankwa or NPP parliamentary aspirant or Messiah Shout. You say about the mafia disqualified because not so contesting a pool. And an B or one B D. Or no, but when they are disqualified the mafia. Yeah, all canon.
Ena omo ekokaye na okoka kokoamu asemo a e won advantage and disadvantages. So they say it is the disadvantages no ena ono a receiver. I think say it will be better say enka okana no tum.
Oh sir.
Yeah, I think say okana no tum anka beboa. So they say
was it Nana no ho na be hydrin.
Nana B
nkabom be party no.
Nana B
party ni hia nkabom.
Nana B.
Ne mafia emwa.
Nana B into ye pese ye kire se ye te o man mu ye nim ba bia Nana B o skill to ana. Ye nim.
But person choose we party officer.
Or ye party
you
officer.
Do that.
Or a party officer with an interest.
But you can't be a party officer with an interest.
That is and only problem ekum MPP.
So you fair.
There be any problem and only problem asem we make obon say am for beto amane. And only problem ekum MPP. So they say na kanti sa enka party like MPP entra ho say empanyifo o motem office eso yes o muntwe no muntu abanwie asem we kokwa nansi asem we kokwa nansi nyansa we efriva obi a the time office eso na afu say enye nkofo bi na champion say ye beto presidency wi ansa na yakọ.
Of course.
Nkofo bi o interest.
Of course.
And in every political decision some people have their interest. And they pursue their interest to the latter. That is politics. Kobra so obey politics there. Kobra omanani now. Omanani now big time. That is politics.
It's in a petition to the National Council. Should I give it a hearing and I say
whether say they will give him the hearing and then the madema or champion BB because of background now. In that background, that thing is accepted. So what you are saying. But over here, is it accepted? Emfa.
Kwesi no dia born na bi
Emfa Kwesi enko baby ya.
Tinandi, wetin common. Wunim kwabna, mze wunim kwabna yi pa. Mze wunim ne pa. Ashtam boy, mze wunim pa. Mi se mo kiken. Ingina so wo.
Ma dokache. Na me ma woduma ya fu nyina ache. Then Oyerepa hwefo adofo. Ana pay massive wo minchen nti. Enkola no e ba mo se me se me call Oyerepa mo se ene ye de beto na sisi ahwe. Nti me ma wo mo ache. Ene adofo nyina. Ozi MPP say emu omu komodi no kra ya na ye bibi na ondi wo ka say mi mu bi me nka party no me o ye adofo se de ye ni wo nyina ya nante ache no and nti ehun komo de ya yi nimbi na orama nkwa na ni abre no hu nyina kwabna se kwabna ben me anka metu no fo se onyai enokrepa
but kwabna so pe party ni interest though
yes or no party na anka also in drama no ne emma
exactly
emme say ono e ho na nani je wo nti wo fese nko oye benua kra wo party nti no so ogina ne na nam no wa contest o se amanyo se ma ye na kosi so mo ko mo animu a edin ka ho
right
nti wo constituency bi ti se manhia south na wo pe parliamentary seat a so mu yedu kane no na ye bibi o se Dr. Matthew Poku Prempe agi seat ni chei because of edin echi o ye hwan o hene ba kwa mchiritwi ba pe jahene president Kofo ne wofa so nti sa emuduro no a na okita no na ma to contest him kra no o pie manhia ho no ma ne ye hwehwe se wo ye hwan ya wo fifie bem address be na ade na ba kwa mena so
address
yes ne nana ene papa Kofo mo omo ne bo sana papa Kofo mo nyina enam so a omo adu ba bi omo adu nti ono so de babo kotodin ba ono so ni mudu na ba bi ansem no ekofaaye no enka o hwa asem no ni asiye no pa na anka nana bi wonyamfum so
okay
but so on say minua eco contest ye nyina party nana bi oye kumasi ni omu nyina agitum se Dr. Matthew Poku Prempe na eso omu nsa omu nya ba bi siye na bi becoming national youth organizer na wako national organizer ni nyina no ogidi se omu no moa nti efie nkomo na nka oni ni die no na so yenye ne sa na me nti yenye ne sa ba bi oni ko wie no na ma eyemfo so nka wo frɛ wu nua ofie na nadi kofi bra pani na akonwa kwan wie a wonam so ni ti no o contest ne sa na aha adwene kakra nti nka ye ne yefie nkomo betwe san na o de wonko akiri no eni mpanifo be kasa ba bi o ha na wo no wafa ho enyamfom so nyansa kasa na mom se oye sa woni ni di sa nkomo na wante ne ho ase na okogina flimsy excuse be so say when hu ni voter ID card man why hu me voters ID card ko register mko say me din wo mu ana because on election day kra no me nkuta me ID card na me ko police station me ma kwa to aba it is wo person wo dey no disqualify me no ko ye o checks ko hwe say onkuta card no oto aba police station ben ye ko for register ni din wo mu wo gina so disqualify na enye yie nti say woni ni di fie nkomo na went me and convince no ana wanya no nti ase na wo say enu nti wanye sa nti wo de ne fa sa akwa wi so a wo ye nipa obedi yaw yes
hwe no di yaw
na bi so de me hunu say okan omo ye the old executives are going into the next elections no omo emwa so omo say we ni officer emwa party ni bi no okan ho bi national organizer no kure na me yen time ni pa ko si yen kan no kure nkyere ye ho
but this said na be one contest
very good when ye pa so kura ya kire na ye
but this one contest
and finish be ma be ye bi no be ye ni nyina nti one contest be ye but we say ono one contest as national organizer ono na eyi flag bearer na si hwansa
ansa wako
no wi a wasi nchen nti se me be wini national organizer na Send me pay flag bearer no, send me penu. E send me come say me be yet my ban man. Sa na yen. Nti almost at a top bottom approach one bro fu bi om dia ba beto ho no. E dan ya ye boss wi ansa na be foundation you know. E no kura ma party no. Om apiase dada me hunu mpanimfo a om chi aya om fa sa adwene no a. Om e fan no.
Mpanimfo akukudam. I mean the likes of
Kwesi penny to me from emoboni.
No, me can National Council.
Penny mo to me from penny utimi from. So we say we no anti in world politics no. Democracy no. MPP for needing kan be kire yes adiwi and o man bia yibi da. Edin be na da so. Party be na yibi sa. Edin be na da so. Me hu ne yin anamotuo de o hwe ne we din kan tuo. No ahwe ne awo fa bia beboa wo. Omo sunye free hin.
I see.
Yeah, omo ye niam basa. Omo begina bontia. We need unity to forge ahead na yetimi aba 2028. Enka 2028. Enka MPP bia umbetumi aye bibi because the NDC is going to select a fresh candidate.
That's true.
Nti enka MPP so de mo amu wo nyina mu nyina mu ye nim dada in Ghana politics. Apart from Ura Brand Champon. Nti nka ebema contest na yedin but kwa mo fa so hyehyɛ niema no o ma di nka adwiregu.
I see. The National Council allegation would it fly and I said
you know nti I don't want to predict.
Doctor Nko baby, I don't say Nko baby.
And said that nyas ono akra so on contest bi nti afi wo twini si nkyenya ono
we for the unity of the party in Cabo na bi wo mo the hardly.
Party they won't mean you free ni di brand na abet ye free ni say why conflict of interest.
Exactly. It's in any sort of follow for the presidential prime minister when say at the determining party mo be party. The point I don't know.
Party no so say outgoing executives no. Omo enhwe enyi flag bearer no ansa yakoto omo na ba no. Ndidi we yi na free na national organizer be na be organizer mo ma
the deputy organizer will act. It's you can say you mo rap with him.
Yeah.
Woman the time course what
yes.
MPP lose you.
Yes.
Then no man in the lose what
because see me who say national communications officer rare here ba be ka say NDC ehunu ankrofo ama nipa na MP ama to aba no ya to aba do win ye wenya 19,000 18,000 well you see wenya 15,000 we say nipa na meto aba na 24 election no the late kumi onya say
na 17,000
na olusu ye no nya say
that only about 14
what is the difference nti hwan na meto aba no ana or call back o share presidential akra previous elections no na do it mean 21,000 right. Na president Mahama enya 16 ne 17 nti numbers no ejina nti odi e me blame NPP say omo anye niema bi ye nti na omo elusu ye because eniema bebre na ma obitimi di nkunimu abatom enipa na awoko contest na nkasa ne personality ka ho party a ede no okọ e ka ho then time na wo mu no party no so wa be ma na wo position ye no so e ka ho
right
constituency ni nyina anyepe oba obeye run of ewo Menchia South 10 times MPP be win 10 times Menchia South North Bantama MPP be win 100 NDC ba ho no lose you don't ask but there are some constituencies that I swing it me dane kwa akwatia Baba Jamal I mean nipen
right
ama say betu Baba Jamal enti it me kwa ten bia omo vote no what's the difference no sa 1,000 2,000 3,000 difference no ekoba bia wo free aban mu a ya na wo ho do no say omo say free mu no enchei nti wo ho do no eso ate nti aban na waba foforo no obo no modern kakra bi ye niema bi a ma nkrofo na nika kakra bi a obelusu nti wei no me mpese megina so dia share MPP ni bi say omo anye niema bi e bia obetimi aka say largely fi say ofree office nchei nti ehwa ben na di na chi awuja no hokọ no hwa ben no ja na kwatia wo committee win here
but at least they were one na na hold this seat no.
And I'm saying
it's not
just who hold the seat. Me say party na free office no. Abai na free office. Ni hu hia ben no ja no constituency.
Okay.
Anti nipa ya na okọ contest we. Original sokra dia ye campaign. Na boa mo. So very good. Nti we anya hwɛ bia wo. Ɛna nea wo ne no isi akan no. The previous election one in ntem no na nye kese pia sa ebi akumi o se kumi a contest ya lose da.
Yeah.
Until this time round no. Unya ado. Sa ado no ntimi ntena ho de bia sa. Ɛna nye ba bia ɛyɛ te se na meka se uba yenya ha constituency bia mo asement ye mo de ye ntimi nyimfiri mu nsem ɛnyɛ sa bi na tie. Itimi dane ko ba bia. Nti ba bi sa no de o kwa abanfoforo wo ba yi wo awuzo nim se de ebivo ya bato ho nsem sitie. A free say kumi to from no ko bisa say na montuo be na NDC akotu constituency ho knowing very well say ye be kwa akopre no ko niema ba ko mienu bi office em ni panika ntempa no odi mirika ekwan bi ya no odi na oni so omo say na drip machines no e ba ye kra na enye adwuma
yes enye adwuma
and so fee say by election be ko drip machines so de mo na mo kra ba ye na wo kra de ba o man ne dia and adwuma o pese be ye na enu bi na hu say ye no how then do you tell me say will be at a vote by Debbie. Yeah, the adwuma say the say yo na Ghana ha saa na tie etisade bia by election bia ba umpuntu esronko ndim to obi kura kan say obampa say ono so na MP emfiri bra kumawu by election na chiri no coach no omgusu gigigi bisa say ahoden a ye beto aba no omde ye
omuya no ja hokoe
ekosi say
na omuya no ja hokoe
so
na Sinandi, there's one thing I'm missing. I remember Dr. So NPP for say there were some infractions that were election. They said, no more review, legal review. Say, Omoshana say, a hard year. Omeko Kota could challenge a result.
Okay.
Is this something that he thinks on me? And I mean, would be let's sleep in dog.
Minim near Omunim. And to mean challenging the Omunim. Say,
Mamma, it was every election are observers.
Yes.
Observers for say the BAC.
And
say omo kotoms dim ko focus on community election bi boni bia you see ewo abato na se eti enbi before ninja so
e na me ba
bitio
Akwatia by election ye called so na Sanene has been one of the most peaceful by elections we've had in Ghana,
right?
Apart from baby kakra bia ulma azoka yes we display ni akokora wonwene no ya mo fi say betina ho saada betina ho saada unyini nyema bi wa papa azoka mo chama fayam mo ne papa nkasa ka champion bo no mo ne nkasa ye pani de o hwehwe sa asumdie bebefe mamu anu ye rough na wo watea wo na wo wuni animu wo ye ye nti say ma brante bi fa na chiskura koto ne nsa because ne papa no ye wa gidin say every papa ko fota mo ko si kwan e wo time ma president kura convoy sign what you say yen to aso nye saa
so for
was say uje dimpa nti nyame kan say elections no ye hunu basa be bia nkoso be obia koto na baboko IGP why ade na no bisa say wo 119 constituencies wetimi ayi mema ma wakohwa amanema ya sumge say na ye to about 9 polling stations wo nkran ho na wa manema ya basa
no me say
ade na of say you room team
of say home team
room de omani ate omonye basa e ho na e ko ha adwene no and it minim ne omugina so and then I know the prior so MP
OPK
Debbie
new jabbing
yeah be fi okotena ho kra na okoye okogrante interview kan say omo anwini a obe sipom ne ade a botena ho a omo kakra me hear TV so no even at the collation center honorable Befi was there any woman no mkeka no nti me hunu nia anko yi a MP baby ansentrofo ko ho ne ade nyina be hade fo nyina ama obi ante ho asem a afei na MPP for kan but say maka say omo ne ko contest no nti omo ni mahobo a omo di ko mu ene omo ne ma omo kita me na Akwatia was just one constituency even national crowd ye koto aba no just a day Alhaji ba omi atimi collect MPP results nyina atimi kan say waje atum so wadi nkugu nti say okọ Akwatia by election na ngomba nwumre be no e pon no num e mo no nsia na wontimi hu results ni nyina emfiri wo a wonkrofo a e monitor e ho na enne ya declare wie na obigina aka say ene ma bi anko yintu de be kokoto a I have my doubts.
Mate, Sinani Medasi, it was for that Sinandi for you and the Nana Osho Chadia, our Kumasi Secondary Technical School. The headmaster, right out to be see. Oh boy, and the other page. I'm not dog, so dog. So, name before a king. Rebecca say, is it to save face or to save shame? It's you know, me say, oh, you have quality, yeah, you got review, no, you have a coconut, really. Omun shada ni any proper holding bia on your market.
Kwesi? Ya na edru say ya na asem ne kan ya na edi no. Ba me start here free baby. Gary Nimako. Lawyer. Legal head of legal.
On the legal director for the MPP.
Yeah. So MP. And now election kwa na yin declare and what kind of multimedia joy say messages are onya eba the phone so
on the ground so
obehwe ohwe na edimu say o say okokota obekokota
but under the director of elections so be kind because he wants the map.
Yeah,
so not to say there were infractions on the say there were infractions or there were infractions
the infractions no enye dede a besi wo abato na say and the infractions ba
right,
but even say yeah throw pink sheet in so no anything could happen. It may say almost among infractions are no quarter. I'll give them the benefit of the doubt. But a damn person MPP etiasieni MPP in TSC say omuhwa konono ekofo.
okay,
MPP as a party omuhu enya akono te se kane no ana nipa de twoboi edu omachi no.
The party is no longer attractive.
And yet attractive. And to say no. So more be beyond so more ya build about how be rebranding. Na party na ye attractive. But say di say ya kasa sa. I'm afraid say Omo 2028 a strange person. Ebesa be fa kodwa no. Edi enti na ma meka sa ne ma we nyina. Share the difference between Yakumi and the other parliamentary candidate, you know. It was 2060.
Okay, Boachiado.
Yeah,
Boachiado.
2024.
2024.
Yeah, Boachiado, right.
Now 2060. And a bed, Abeshe Solomon Asumedu. Close to 3,000.
Yeah.
So it tells you, say, Bedu, a pool weight close to 5,000 new people to add up to the existing.
Yeah.
That is why South slogan say I can't peno. It's not mandatory. We go to every election on a clean sheet.
A clean sheet. We start from zero.
You start from zero.
Yes.
Yeah. Every election you start from zero.
You start from zero.
Yeah.
And to bed you who has to say or started from zero. And I hear the results. So that slogan, no, they should disregard that slogan.
But I mean, you can't begrudge them. Because I can't pass. They don't want to start from zero. Almost want to start from 41.
How can you start from Mami Cho?
Almost started from 41.
Mami Cho. In economics, demand for today is never the same as demand for tomorrow. In the same vein, in election, whatever transpired the previous election, the conditions,
the dynamics in
and that election, a bit massive.
Yes.
So that's it. You can't hold things constant. Election is not about assumptions. It's about realities. Even in economics, assumptions there are times that we are very careful. MPP should sit down as a party and do their homework. The ayese ball asuja eni na dum ase no adere se MPP ana minim no any MPP ye adwuma ma wo mu some time ago no any principles ana ye dey adwuma ma MPP no I don't see that principles now. There are some people crying out omu banom be kasa wo air ebu onipa brebe abem. And those people are the people who are frontiering MPP now. So, can they sit them down and tell them, say, please go to the backyard? Somebody like Samiraka Abuajeno, me or Kasakwana Bibi Ayemi. Oh. I'm telling you the truth.
I mean, he's a fantastic communicator.
We're a fantastic communicator.
Communication on behalf of Mahmoud Bamia.
Unim said, that guy, or communicating on people's emotions.
Oh, really?
I'm telling you the truth. Udo pastor, you know, my communication aspect be
or communication
based on people's emotions. Now, I'm so when him and I will notice see. Oh, and I communicate be also in Kasai.
Because MPP
look at the post China or the Kasa. Any people would demean what they talk about the Kasa and people look at it.
I see.
He's full of arrogance. I'm telling you the truth. That guy,
I'm relegating.
I tell you, who hears something in the animal.
But Dr. Mamia trusted communicator. I mean elections and on
Ebuano.
I mean, you saw that.
That be Ebuano.
It's expected that
Ebuano
election.
The question is Ebuano. How can you come to Kumasi? Say who ba be kasa okejetia? And where were the MPs? 2024 election, where was the MPs? Where was certain regional executives? Asana ya building MPP.
So
Debbie Sani ya building MPP.
Oye kasama from Baumia, maybe you able could be and say ya Shanti region. Say ye east, say ye hinfa. Well, no, what's happening to also Kasa. But I don't think it's about
Kwesi, MPP ani enimu no. Even at all, what him? Share 92. 92. Adubuahin prof ebado omukosi ano dwoso omode ne baaye no ye won kofobia no muwo Asante region omune di kan ye de omune kasa bibia the then FF antum where are they SK Boafumo no
I don't really remember. No, okay. Are you saying
Kejetia dia oba ye no. What do you say oba ye no? And not national executives no, regional executives no, where were they?
No money ho.
Where were they?
Because I don't really remember.
Missing no more way. Sheshe, we media person.
I see. Mate.
So what you say? As a matter of fact, MPP say near me. Say ya no muso mbako ne dia. I'm afraid.
The say no mbako ne dia. Doc say he's afraid. Ose party no enya kono BMCC ujitum say MPP is no more attractive. So we should show Juma. And even making the point about miracles of Boji. Sinani on the other hand, believe he say no mano endorso. Kasa na dorso party no. Person munkumi na ya dorso. It's a man for come home bomb. Na omo hwe so betimi a winning power and that 2020. Then I mean criticize a top down bottom approach is there. Oh, conform on election be mom the flag bearer. How do you work with the flag bearer? Assuming it's a one per flag bearer. So where do you stand on this matter? Say party no and you're attractive BM and I say attractive or MBC on based on review or more yeah. There's some court some court no. Ebusia I hear now let me quickly start with Doc again here. Now, young court Chief Justice there you saw. Doc, is it surprising to you say John Mahama was man because I want for say on the saka judiciary, on the saka democracy, and the way we trust a born idea to her. A beha Ghana man. Would you too?
Kwesi. So would the politicians say chia I did be no with my normal way. Would do much here. Oba be do manim.
It's you.
I say you kwan na anka ofi. O se kwan ne tene. Oh, some politicians we mu ano. Emre bi baya. Na yɛde nsa ka constitutionally mandated person be.
Okay, Charlotte say.
Yeah, enipa e defend. In the long run, no.
When you lose election.
Yeah. Eti ma mincho obi na ebo na mana. Allow the person say omo amana no. Odi say allow the person omo amana no.
No, but
otom na you know.
But you see, you chicho.
Under.
You chicho man. Yeah, man, because at the end of the day, I'm not a war bottle. It's a danger to the country's democracy.
Yo, any. Any.
A danger to it.
Process na jomama femuno. Emu dia hin na tia constitution.
But charges no, they say frivolous.
It will be frivolous to you. Any individual differences are any individual differences. Say what individual differences they are. So be exercise me no and have me. But maybe they say one no dear obi a trigger Ghana constitution. So they say and as a president e dey no so ye. E dey no come say omo trigger ye no ma on follow. Now no ye impeach no meboa. Unim bra obra 8 years no. No what bench 8 years no. Na wo kasa no unim bra obra ye. As a matter of fact, yen kan no krenkyere ye ho. E dey na jomama ya. Enunti amanfo e call for the head. Oti committee no, na nse se oti committee no ana. Na nse se Odema Council of State ana. Emu de wa follow due process. Lawyer bi a mi bunu pa kanokre se yentumi emblemu the president. So they say ye be blemu bibia ye blemu ebia committee no. So they say ebia committee na anyom adwuma ya.
But what kind of side you because they disagree with you because president must first determine prima facie and sana. Is the president a point or no?
And yet president they determine the prima facie case. And yet Council of State.
They be say president one of the determination of the Council of State.
Embrane say so be the petition ba ko a ekoya nanado
oboguye
no there be nanado one follow due process o follow the Council of State
and do Council of State
and do Council of State
do hokra na office one na oboguye
na
so be enim Joma could have done that
Joma mama nanado eboguye no e dey ase na mo kan okroma asebe na mo kan nanado boguye no Musin was like a due process. Meboa.
No so ono no who say
there be ono why lawyer ni there be why lawyer and was say enyina so nim. Joma my lawyer.
No so legal advice.
There be enti odi man legal advice no. Legal advisor say follow process. Enti say wanya dey.
Eti ni sa ko bi ye dia so dey mami. Ne kwan so ano no.
Kwesi
no mami say
so ubisam say ne kwan so anya ne kwan so a me de ne say say ye do to adwuma no a na wo ye adwuma one man be Mr. Adono or first allied or try me CIB law and ethics and operations of banking or can be say we a penny ne say document e pass it through table make sure say you go through the document. Don't append your signature to a document that you don't understand. Till you don't go to a jumano, na dibi oho. Now fu say esew efatawa. Or say ushe chiri. Says ade na me hwe no. Ade na esem efata me no. Duly esemiana. Ayeni krom ha. And a certain sports minister. Yo krom ha. You appoint to be sports minister. And I didn't even find the table, so I didn't go see it. I didn't see it. So they say, me wa ho kwan so say me tu kwan. Or say me ni pass message to me call. So they say, Minim say ka lawyer for the can rehemu de omo ya de first class. As a lawyer, a dear na way fa ho. So they say, code na ya de bo no me no code no me feel say a banter between One Daniel Ofori no. Omo issues bi a yenim.
Intelligence so gina so be personal issues.
There be na make say omo issues bi.
The whole chief justice.
What you say?
Will be personal issues.
There be na there me for say we chief justice does not mean say asembisi nefa ho a. What you say yen trigger?
I see. It's for you there. You see nothing wrong with the job.
Me hu hwe. O ye adwuma ye ni no ano no.
Mate. So you see there were legal people who were raising very critical concerns about this matter, and one of them, the former Chief Justice, Madam Sophia Kufu. In her mind, no, Osinya Tomama ye pure politics, because near Kwedua the bomb, and yet Kwedua the unity. One lay again.
Zimidasi. I mean, chair, Unia chairman and Esther Fayam. She is a constituency NDC chairman. They say only president of Dubai. We are president of Dubai, and but only a bridge to Dubai. I was see. Baby, I would now so be some as me, me name the Wamra on say, Mammy. In the full say, one of our office no pay. Beckham.
Oh, someone politics are be one brow. One young but one politics are be.
That's now can. Or say, and yet grounds. Ijina so
any
justice.
Yeah.
Nti ono ojina emra semso na hoka. Because nkomo aye die nyina baby a doc e ka e bia obi tinchan a one ne nya adwene no. Ono so doc so e ka mra sem ho. Nti obi say said the Yasha Yemran, Obi Eddie Nato Kusi Mampen, Equato Mampeni anim, said Nipa we may one horse and back on me. Na Mampeni Sujinam Ranoso, at the the Council of State Committee, no him, no two power Bejoku, no Cotransco, no see him, Nipano, Udifo, near the Breman Penny, Naman Jinaso, na or say any Udifo their own free officer. Ram, Udinaso, I can't. Asem no nti no waka cho say mampanim fom ye no
na me cho
me so me pese me hwe me pese me ewiase ye mfa mmara nko ante na ewiase
bitio
ye di fie nyansa nipa nyankopon bo nipa ma na adwene ansa na woko school wo be hye school no abetena se afa pen abetworo mmara wo nti woko court kra nti na do we mo say they have the spirit and the thing and the letter. Very good.
The spirit and the letter
very
of the constitution
nti the letter and they said they yatro na da ho spirit and say wodi fie nyansa e ka ho say ampa say na tie ye hwe mu no ye mfa obi nkogina court ye say ye hwe no an asem na ye kan wodi fo judge no hwe no a hwe nipa no kro ba ye no ahobrase so nko wanya na hunu bi a waye hwe asem no so a waka say ka je ko me de ho che o fi na de kro nko ye say bi enye mra kro na so sa asem kro no obi adi bi okogina wa ye de ne tum na yen ha say no ko se di esi ye ne ma no amanyokuo nsem no edi mutintiman dodo ma ne ma ye tan uni akofia palu na ni din na mafije na se nra yokofo afa no
kofia palu festival
very good festival kofi aba mu da wa minister da ana bia okonya contract bi yesi mu nsensem emfom so ni hu say ye di adwuma hye obi nsa no ye wi na ye de famra kwan so ahwehwe mu but ubehunu say we Kofi onu anansen ne nsem keka bi ni ade no ema ohokura ye hitra se ye do fa mra kwan so enu bi na meka se bibia na ye no partisan bibia na ye partisan
we are guaranteed freedom of speech
doc koka
mbrama ho kwan so bi a che na dwene on bibi nti se Kofi ka bibi wa che na dwene chief justice ka bibi wa che na dwene no ngi ema wo kwan se wo fa mra kwan bi bebe ha se na ko yi na de free ho.
Kwesi democracy responsibility wo hu asem na wo ka no edika wo fata so wo ka ehe na wugina no ha na wo ka kire wo mo enye se ye wo freedom of speech ni ti asem bia na aka wo se nra ye de mabawa bia o mo ko gina social media ko ka se tia mampani e ko ya sa abrman wo mo no musu
yes
democracy emma freedom of speech ya such emfa nyansa me hewtiri mu wo ko bi wa no no na wo so wo dwene say nia make e fata eye nyame kwa kan fa no ho no eye me papa bi eye me busuani bi a enka ye eno ho nsem bi ne ye ka sese ye maami mampani mahama Ghana mra na odi aye adwuma batu bisa ho say si ye di tu fie ye ka se ye hwe nsem no pa ye di sa kwa we edi nipa egina so say woni ni kunu ne ma tu kwan na o madi enka ne tira mu nya no say e ka wo boy no na enya ma fasika ma wo na tra o ye we asem no ba ye ni nyina no ya hwe watra akekura say hwan na de wo ba ye nti ye di amanyo se ma wurem eno na emma oman no emunyum Ghana nyame na di ye ho afofi say ekokokoko ana benkum atiada ni fakura man ho so a benkum no ma na yedi enti on say nipa bi a emusua bi a niema entimi entosa wo ntem twietuo ni ade ye say na no nkran na bi asi ho say nye muni ho kwan say mo be pete eto wa ha e be yetra na dani tuotuo na nipa mienu miensa esrem na bi dwane say Cote d'Ivoire afo omo election October omo dwane ba Ghana fo bi so ese ye hwa yi hu omo so dwane where are we enti eniema bebre wo hwa ye ya ye jai amanyo sem eto nche hwe maami Charlotte say asem a kan na ebinu ka say MPP 4% omo anyi nedi maami Charlotte say woni na dwuma ye fo ankasa kura no e de ne course woni ne deputy fo e de ne course wo mu office ho nti na obetimi eja wo ma hwe mo aso mo san traso no mo atena wo say
we say conflict resolution conflict management.
Who resolve what say?
I mean, at least an organization when there's conflict, it can resolve matters.
Yes, you bet me a yes.
Exactly.
You see, you bet me a quay.
Exactly.
Yeah, Yana, sir. Na say, when I say, ha, na mo you bet me you bet me you be a few. Very good. Nina, ya man yourself, you say. But from an appointment time appointing, and come over and I know who defend. President Mahama, come over and would you have a judge for brand no opposition no cry every baby o meet and NDC lawyers say omo modern no omnyiro omunya adwumaden wo ba bebre obepi o mampani wo ho kwan se odi se dibre no emma odi osefata opie bi mu kwa animu nanso wo opposition no se de OCD ho nkomo no ene wo ba na wo ye no mra kwan so kra eni a ye de hwe wo ne se e amanyosem
Ti ma mi asemi mpese mbisa wo sure was it why na de ne ba as in Chief Justice.
Yes.
Now what can say? Obi ko di ne nimu kra petition no.
Yes.
Ni na ma yosemo. Would you therefore say it probably? Ebia omo no me no lawyers no ka ka hom no dey yini di.
Ni nyina betimi aka ho cause who be so you are right.
Ni nyina betimi aka ho.
Betimi aka ho. Na maami Sofia de na o kan no o kan the gravity of the accused charges no answer na no o kan say nipa na wu yi no Chief Justice o man ye mra nyina nya o so ntakrache o no ne tua no nti se wu gina atentire ho sem bi saa e di yi na dia o mu aka na ne ye me ya o ma me na di yi mu ne ye say me bisa animdifo no ye say nka o kofi a enema efata yedi beja no kwa nyina abo ti maame no suku a woko ye nyina lawyer obe ye nyina court woko ye nyina apart from the busmi aketua na woje no ene ye yi na di je say wa bregu
at the age of 25 no be a lawyer and I was about 35 years
she be a webru ye yi na di ama ni bibia abo no kosi ye de sa ni nipa tena o man mu a eye
e sana John America no ebe boaga
eno na me di nti na me bisa asasem no say yes emra no sesa but nipa ni nyansa nyame di man nipa yes
wan fa nyansa nto ho
ndi maybe wo hwa akwasi mampani obi andimi ye man ma yeti ye bu ya maba ebe yende ye no omo kan ni nyina wi ye na say president J Krata no odi ato emma ne mema ware ye ho nsensem mo de ho nkrata akọ mampani ho akweda na do dango akufa do ho no krata na edi mfie se anza na ye koto abakra ma olusu ewei krata na ewei krata no ewei mama je krata yi mama ye judgment yi and audition table as na he ne office mu kra na oti wodin a ebe ye den
efie nyansa nga o si ye yusu no sinandi say abane yusu sa efie nyansa no enye bibia na de mraye nya bibia na de mraye na sinandi kan say sometimes say the efie nyansa to ho na ko su say John Mahama the efie nyansa beto ho wan fan to ho sa na odi yi ti no ma mentie nya eye Ghana for beka enda no pe. Yeah, hello, good morning.
Good morning, Minia Akwesi Paka Western Incoming President. You be able to call it.
Ya mi adom SK Bolas e ti ona no pe.
Na menene e wa de nyina mu. Ya de radio so do akọ Edwaba. This is why I say we share the shop plan am feel buta. I'm a former MP Honorable Emmanuel Akwesi Jamfi. Odo to be the konkron kom hope ya mentia no. Paka kame kan say ya gazi de say ya to magana ma. Se bi previous magana enkoyo. I hope to de no. Obi no be go school. And so go school so wonya ba bi adwuma ye. Na say advance say was it unyame president abaye. Ye won to company for na mo to no papa na okasa de see ma na me see no. Okasa for Ghana ho. And obi on the okasa for politics. Wonya se me previous Ghana ni mapa. Oye NDC ni odrinka emphasis in the board.
Me bacho David. Mati SK Mati. Mati dog oye NDC no bisero. Ay okay. Oh no okay. Yeah, hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Yes, sir. My chef was at Afrivi.
Your friend Mr. Cat, because I have to manage business.
Right, you.
Paga, we get our pay, Mr. Honda Queen, and our other Mr. Lamat, who come as long as they need to pass to the legacy. Or what you mapa. Now, Paga, who's here, Mr. Andy, at some of Kayana. And then, let's go to the first meeting. Oh, what was it? Judge Blua, we are somebody who will be for Pranoa. Oh, what would be follow? Allow you want to buy no. Remote or be so any obey and which one you want to ask. When you made a show, or not one to you. Now, we say, see justice. Now, I am for my see justice. One will get a time in India, I will show you more.
Okay.
No, if I have more questions, I won't be started. Oh, yeah. I can't be your crown. Come back when people are so far. There's a mama also probably tell
Mate. Point you made. Mama Connect corner. So point you made. Point you made. Mama Connect corner. So yeah. Hello. Good morning.
Hello. Good morning.
Yes, sir. But your first and everything.
But I'm Atabwa to Mr. Piazza.
Great. Atabwa to it. You're on pay.
Not as on the same imagine.
It's you.
Hey, as somewhere I got in now, I didn't know person their politics. Mammy, why a gay? Hey, you know, but don't Jimmy.
It's you.
Why a gay? Yes, you know, no, I see so young couple hour who was and you pass the mammy. Someone who would be a someone who said, well, we are bought here. Well, we are body upon anymore. And I don't know better than if I gonna a permanent dinner. And now we are body and yes, one of what I want for next time a money leave you. For the Buna thing, and there were not only him said your warrior and yet into the Buna thing. And the papa now was in the poor and so papa no more papa no papa near him before. And yet I said the papa dear one and I'm the 10 one I said say, one quiet at the papa me say. Yes, I will want you market check a still move Ghana and yet one young for
point to made Medasi. Point to made Medasi. I'm a connect corner. So yeah, hello, good morning.
Morning.
Yes, I first and everything.
Me patch me free ho patch me chia honorable speaker ni honorable Amewu na ye ohini ho hene no.
Oh, wo free ho enem ya wezo efo.
Yo. Yep, aka with the mema wo edin na mema wo we amegbetomenyo. Have gbetomenyo. About the judge, the CG. The CG assembly, which are a professional calculated. And then I make cast some way. Oh, say from the opposition, President Akase Oba Obey is CJ. And Omu Bayano, all the process Omu fire correct, but it's well calculated.
Correct, but it's wrong.
Each process no. Oma calculating say omo dey for a process but oma dwini nyina say oma yi firi ho ade na oma plan here and na so wo the nearest way na ebe ho no o ka say obi arrogant say Sami Fini ye miracle one arrogant.
Don't give me some question. Mate, Medasi, Efo, Akpanami. Thank you very much, Efo. I'm going to call us on the pay. Yeah, hello, good morning. Yeah, hello, good morning. Hello, good morning.
I'm going to call us on the pay. Yeah, hello, good morning. Good morning.
Yeah, but your first and after thing. Oh, Suffer, Akwaba, Suffer, me the pay.
Oh, the Kanyanku slow.
Amen, Suffer.
Mama, only me the Nyansan and no more who buy what you might do.
Amen. Amen.
Is it Ghana? The Akua said, which you go through to a Robert Moon. Now, Roberts, which you go through to me, you. Near Manyam Slomo, my dear Quadia, when you go in Shula, or putting in a
Matis of Medasifa, Medasif. I'm going to call us on the pay. Yeah, hello, good morning.
Good morning.
What's your first and after thing?
I'm at the
Okay, it's you.
And I remember when I passed with the media. Then the first time I'm at a book program.
Oh,
I'm not boss on your side. I am a customer, Munyan, to the Akua Magan.
Amen. Amen.
The French young summer, me and Pure Taco say on about the Salsilla. And the MC on a wedding that Pabna. The moon now on a bass of power. Blapping immediately. And Kagan and Penifunia Betty, Yana Layman for Imagina. Nakagan and Peniflapping for Chattananka.
No, me too, pa, me too.
Yeah, Nakagan and Peniflapping, layman, from a way campaign, what they can walk a fan, get the what kind you could cut them yet, Yasama, Quebec candidate. Nankayam mana on my Nankasa, usually, and Nakasa in you when Nakasa want a judge.
Right.
What is chief judge?
Right.
Judicial Nakasa to me, you are qualified to be a chief judge, justice. And Kaemana are binding you, but you are only influence the judiciary. What are the country say?
Yeah, Matias.
The moment the president point to be done by judiciary, it is easy to convince the judiciary where is exceptional. If you and me as a young brother and as a young Ghanaian, you see a Ghana politician how air economy. No, the politicians they are not ready to help the Ghana judiciary. I
see, Mate. Medasi, I think point one made. You've made a very fantastic point. Mefa just 2 more calls. Now, Marapia Pende and pay. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Yes, sir. But your first and after thing.
Well, me, the ambassador may kind of say, Chief Justice, one show you most, yeah.
When show you most.
What the Mra now, and so who may be so Mra, and the Yakan Somono. And my mama, and I come to Lusono, and then Mra, I hear Mama, the Mra, and I hear my see a Mra, and you want to make a mama, why didn't you? Ghana, the Mra, I hear you, Mate. I'm
for last call. Now, Mom was sending me who need our wife. I'm for last call. Do I pay? Yeah, hello, good morning.
Good morning.
But your first and after thing. Okay, get you.
Nia, the penny for NPP for a year, and says of Munamano. The best one was say, one will share almost says of Munamai. The son say, first NPP mono, and you say, Anna, NPP at this. NPP, I was strong, waiter, Yansono, Yelia de Pa. Na, a sign of bro. On the abo NPP West Indies, and I'm a beginning as Siciano, or Moka, not Andy Sepo, is to me a brim or Mosano. Yanshania is you at the Abrekuma. How a thing should the way of Babisia at that Poma, or Mutubutuno. Now, say, first now, and convict my side away. Now, Sono, Ciano, Alama, West and Sono, in who abomu. The son say, okay, your crampona, Uno Bia or Baby Duety. Tama Western son ya tiada.
That one thing that why them problem there.
First, somebody Penia obedi party no most certificate as here and some of their costro.
Right.
Now Cristiano, who prefer Muyi president and Panama be as here for no. A sign Bukata, on person Muyi. Now yes, Romo say party no assay. Party no assay pa.
Mate, Medasi. Medasi Bukata, biti bichache Bukata pa. My senior was secondary school, senior Sunshine, was sending message. Was say me winning your senior. Me say me governor me say this.
Also met you.
Was it ever ninja?
I said who from an
ever. That's a SM could be a over there. Exactly. And so I say if one of refi we no I said no see nipanye. Dem edi o mama dimbi o see dimbi see nipanye. Njoha na nya no.
Agbotomenyo no. Agbotomenyo.
Say agbotomenyo. You just say obi ase ni be say it means that nipanye. Yo nipanye. Nipanye.
Say na say who
nipa
na me nya na so
bad. Nipa bad.
Nipa cutlery set.
It was a form of fight sometimes it happens. Ekiaba nti ye ba be kwa no. Sinandi any final words na na wrap here.
Dog can say MP fi hwe na o montena so no mo nhye me yi.
Right.
Me say mbusa say. Hwan na no o kan kire no.
O ka chen before na.
Hwan ya.
Same party no.
Hwan na wontena so ye no. MP say hwan na ye MPP no a wontena so.
O say o leadership ho.
Ye hwan mo. Ebi wo ho saa. And you say what people say you about we din we general secretary we national organization no party na ejija. You say bia ehia saa reorganization bia omo biem na manfo omo koye ntina go to come free for omo koye omo delegates ni yie na ebenya afofrofo bi bia omo betimi atobo ahihye ni yie kakra na see ya say wo ho ne de papa I'm afraid
you forget you all
nyame pa weekend we twa the next one no na Mr. Way in a draw. A queer wa. Or maybe ye be a kama santamai. Nti ahoboboa ye de akomu me fe ye me de pa ani die kwan a obi owe ye bia eni ne be share said de opem so ye no asantamai de ani die ama no na ye ko no sa pepepe se twedi ampon se o ma bibia nya boko na ebusuan
Shani medas doc I remember so finally engo
Kwesi dia make nyina ne say MPP as a party from 92 up to date no and yes MPP no and I me hu no say MPP na structures ansa will be free polling station kra na we be do animu no na wo hu say wa nkasa no wa kwadre party ni mu ye nyai de ye sese ya no say MPP per se oba power they should show leadership.
But they should show leadership near Doc Canano. And Sinandi say, only say if they are executives or not, but of course, not on paper, but people who are doing the real work, you know. MBB, Muntina, in penny for the air canal to pill.
There's a penny to be a dope. Now, a baby is in the end, FA, no. And I mean, when say, or Chirametri Kia will see Kunkuru, so hey. We're friendly kuntum kuninra. Tinache say ye na meka you know statue na obo de eno aye de ne kuntum kunin fra no o cheme fra kuntum kunin a obo ne dawuro na ye de ne nkna won so abo ne nsa tinache say ekwan mu bia ne sa okokoko various runabout ne ba bia statues ni sisi na obi anso efra ne de enti ye de bibi kire se bibi nam kwa so ba ye beboa ye ho atwen ne abonyame mpa ye se o ma ye nkwa eduru ho ye bekwa kosom na yeja na ahema kwan kama abusuafo ha na bebe ma ye kwan ma ye de mu asi no nsia na ye betena se yapim so bia ebre na so you say sorry ma sometime otu champon and sports crew no the sports ebeto am so na nuanu mienu ebe ye adwuma ya no pai ye me Kwesi Asiedua me ni aba ma
Kwesi Parker Wilson mo ma sha mo kira me efe no me hu why akpene ma hu anwan ya ma besia why me da se ya me ade mo kira be se ba with another edition of Oyerepa for akamu nyina have a good